You think you're negotiating. You found the apartment. You met the agent. You're about to sign. And you think, right now, that you're negotiating supply and demand in your own neighborhood. You're wrong. You're not negotiating with a person. You're negotiating with a database. Somewhere in a server room, you will never see a piece of software already decided your price before you walked in, before you asked a single question. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Your landlord doesn't set your rent anymore. He doesn't drive around. He doesn't check what the building across the street is charging. He doesn't even think about it. He just obeys. He logs in. He looks at a number on a screen, and he charges exactly what the algorithm tells him to charge. Welcome to the age of the algorithmic landlord. Thousands of buildings, millions of units, all plugged into the same brain. One system, one price, one command. And that command doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your salary. It doesn't care that you've lived in this city for 10 years. It only cares about one thing: maximum extraction. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't speculation. This is happening right now in cities across America. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. The mechanism, the trap, the paradox that makes landlords choose empty apartments over lower rent. Because once you see this, you will never look at a for rent sign the same way again. Stay with me. The mechanism has a name. One of the biggest players is called RealPage. And it's not science fiction. It's real software used by real landlords in real cities right now. Here's how it works. Thousands of property owners upload their private data into the same system. Occupancy rates, lease renewals, what tenants are paying, what tenants are willing to pay. All of it, feeding one algorithm. And that algorithm does something no single landlord could ever do alone. It sees the entire market, every building, every unit, every price. Then it tells everyone, simultaneously, exactly how much to charge. Not competitors setting their own prices anymore. Coordinated pricing, disguised as software. But here's the part that should actually scare you. The algorithm doesn't want full buildings. It wants empty ones. Because empty apartments don't lower prices. Empty apartments raise them. The math is simple and brutal. If keeping 10% of units vacant lets you raise rent 20% on everyone else, you keep them vacant. The system does the math for you. No landlord has to be cruel. No landlord has to say no to a family in need. The software already decided. Empty is more profitable than occupied. Think about that. Right now in your city, there could be apartments sitting empty on purpose. Not because no one wants them, because a machine calculated that your desperation is worth more than your rent check. This isn't a broken market. This is a working machine, working exactly as designed. And the people running it, they're not the ones setting the price anymore either. So, who is responsible when a machine decides who gets to have a home? Let's talk about the cost, the real one, not the number on your lease, the human one. Because somewhere in a city right now, a mother is choosing between rent and groceries. A student is sleeping in his car. A family is being priced out of the neighborhood they grew up in. And the algorithm doesn't see any of that. It doesn't see families. It doesn't see stagnant wages. It doesn't see a person crying in their car after another rejected application. It sees one thing: under-optimized asset performance. That's you. That's your home. Reduced to a line of underperforming data. And here's the part that should make you furious. When you complain, when you ask your landlord why the rent jumped 20% overnight, what do they say? It's the market. It's not me, it's the system. I don't set the price, the software does. The algorithm isn't just setting prices anymore. It's become the perfect alibi. Human greed, laundered through a machine. Nobody's guilty, nobody's responsible. Just the algorithm. But someone wrote that algorithm. Someone chose to optimize for scarcity over shelter. Someone decided that empty homes were more profitable than full ones. That wasn't the machine's idea. That was a choice, a human choice, hiding behind code. And here's the coldest truth of all. This system will not fix itself. It's not broken. It's working exactly as intended. It was never programmed to have a conscience. It was never programmed to back down. Unless something forces it to. Unless people like you understand exactly how this works and refuse to accept it's the algorithm as an answer ever again. Because the market didn't do this to you. A machine did. And someone built that machine on purpose. I want to know what's happening in your city. Have you seen rents inexplicably spike in your neighborhood over the last 2 years? Tell me your story down in the comments. Let's expose this algorithm together. I'll see you in the next one.